Hello and welcome to Make It Make Sense with Auntie. Of course, I am Auntie, and y'all look who we got in the building today. They actually was able to get some free time and still away to be up here on Make It Make Sense with Auntie. We have our CEO Smooth Transitions of course, from Smooth Transition Design. What you got going on, Mr. CEO?
What's going on, people? Y'all know I'm in the building. Y'all know, I miss y'all. Miss talking about all the good stuff. You know, I got a lot of things that I've, been trying to keep y'all updated on. Let me go ahead and get y'all updated on what I got going on. Y'all look out for those Mother's Day coming up. I got that design collection coming up, so y'all better get it early. I'm finna dish out them designs as quick as possible. Starting today, they will be on sale. So I'm giving y'all opportunity to go ahead and get it first. Y'all look up Smooth Transitions, the Smooth Transition Design and Media group on Facebook. Y'all jump in that group. I got some things for y'all. Y'all get the first exclusive designs. Y'all will know what's coming out before a whole month before it comes out. And also, I will be doing my masterclass coming fall of 2025. Masterclass will be about the music, trying to help you get started for this, branding, publishing, all that stuff that goes into music. There's a lot of youngsters out here that, want to get in this music thing and, they think is just jumping on stage and you just can't just jump on stage. And, I understand that's a little way to get you known, but you got to think about if somebody pick you up, you're going to have your paperwork straight. So that's what we're in here to do. My master class is going to be about teaching y'all how to get your publishing, your BMI, ASCAP, distributors, finding the best distributors because right now there's a lot of streaming scams out there, people buying streams and everything. And by you buying streams, you're also getting yourself disqualified. But we'll talk about that in another term. But, I'm glad to be in the building. As y'all know, what I'm saying, with Aunti, I miss y'all.
All right, so that's a little bit from what Smooth Transitions got going on. Well, we are listen, the week has been weekend. It's been a week. If you've been keeping up with Auntie, we had us a scare. I ended up getting carbon monoxide poisoning. So I was down for a couple of days. So yes, I may not have been posting in the groups. I may not have been as active as I usually am. Because yes, that is me that is posting and responding to people when they post. I don't have anybody responding to people for me. So I normally am posting and responding. If I wasn't, I was down. It was scary as hell. I literally thought I was out of here. So I did have a time. Y'all gonna see me drinking from time to time because my throat is still dry. Still trying to get that, and I guess my lungs are still like dry from all of the inhalation or whatever. But I'm here. So listen, it's been a week, and y'all make sure y'all check out your girl tonight at 11 because don't forget BFAM news. We in the building at 11 o'clock. You get your news here. I do want to go ahead and send our thoughts and prayers to FSU. Earlier today, they did have an active shooter that was about 12 o'clock. I know the last time I looked, there was about 4 people that were being hospitalized for whatever reasons. I didn't hear anybody getting shot. I pray to God everybody survived. Not sure the back end of what all happened, but we do want to send our thoughts and prayers to FSU because we do know that it is time. Our children are in school. We send our babies to school. You hear about it all the time, but seldom do you, rarely do you ever want to hear about a shooting that's done took place at a university or a school that's done caused some chaos. We have our children there, so we're going to be prayerful, we're going to be mindful, and we're going to, they are on assignment. We got to remember that regardless of how we want to look at it, our children are being taken out of here at alarming rates for whatever the reasons. So we need to be mindful of that. We need to stay prayed up, pray over your babies, watch over your children. With that being said, I am going to, go over some of the videos that I have been catching wind of. Some of them I did post on the pages. Some of them I think I sent over to DC. I'm not sure which ones I exactly sent over because I've been delirious for a couple of days. Things happened in my life in the last couple of days. I don't remember them happening, or I remember them happening and they didn't happen. It's just been crazy. It's been a crazy few days. It really has been a crazy few days. So, one of the stories that I did, um, address, and people was like, oh, this happened a couple of years ago. I don't care how many years ago. It was a story that came across my page, and it was a mother who, and I remember I used to be one of them ghetto mamas. So I'm just gonna keep that 100. I am a ghetto. I used to be a ghetto hood mother. You know what I'm saying? I am still ghetto and hood. So there go Bay in the building. Hey.
Hey, Ray.
Listen, oh look, they out here today. See, I feel so good. But yeah, so I had posted a story, and it was a mother from okay, so DC gonna pull it up. I'm not sure if you was aware, but today we had an active shooter at Florida State University at 12 o'clock this afternoon. So DC is going to pull that video up for us.
Yes. I was looking at it before I had to log in.
Right. So yeah, we're gonna I'm not even sure what the reasonings was even behind this one today. I ain't even
I don't think they know the reasons why. What I found out is it's a sheriff's deputy's son.
and had
They
access to
had,
weapons.
yeah, he had a weapon in his car. He had a weapon in the student union, and they got a weapon off of him.
This
That's
is
the last
insane.
part I seen before I logged in.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. When I had the last thing I seen earlier was that they were saying that they had the 4 people that was injured.
Mm-hmm.
Um
And
and
two
but it was gonna
died.
like more details on it. This is insane. And they talking about the laws in Florida with the more stricter. But the thing is, the gun laws are not even going to matter because you've already flooded the streets with the weapons.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how many people are literally out there committing the crimes with the guns they legally went and got?
Nobody. Not
All right,
legally,
so
no.
DC, yeah, DC was able to pull that up. You go ahead and pull that one up for me. This is getting outrageous with all of the mass shootings.
Update on the shooting at Florida State University, and it is not good. A senior law enforcement official briefed on the matter says there has now been at least one fatality as a result of the shooting.
Jesus.
There is, as we have previously reported, one person in custody as well. What we don't know, and again, the details are coming in very slowly. We reported to you earlier that people were taken to Tallahassee Memorial Healthcare, a major local hospital. One of them in critical condition, 5 of them in serious condition. We don't know if this person who is now confirmed to have died is one of those 6, or whether this is someone perhaps never made it to the hospital. We don't know, but we do know that there is one confirmed fatality. One Florida State University also shared with our local station the terrifying moments when he saw people running while he was in the student union.
I can tell something was up because there are students running and screaming in the middle of this building. And that's why I barely had any time to react. I had to grab what I could. I was able to grab my iPad and like a piece of paper. I had to leave everything else behind. And I got out of there as fast as I could. I took cover behind some bushes, kind of outside the union for about a couple minutes. And it was then where I heard several rounds of gunfire. I believe it was automatic gunshots because it seemed in pretty rapid succession.
Alrighty, so yeah, I just looked it up and it has been updated that there are 2 dead now. So there have been 2, there were 2 people that lost their lives. And it does say that yes, he is the son of a female deputy and was able to get one of her weapons. At least 6 people are receiving treatment at the Tallahassee hospital now. This is crazy. It says here they have a FSU senior hid in the student union basement throughout the shooting. Jesus, this is like, it's so crazy when you looking at these stories, when we have children that are these ages, you know, we have our kids and family members that we send our children off to get a better education. We already have a system that's already trying to take the education away from them. And then you send them to school and somebody else goes in and takes their life from them where they was everywhere they were supposed to be. Like this morning, when they woke up this morning, they got up this morning to go to school to be productive in their life, and somebody else came in and just cut that down. Like, that is insane to me. And there is no reasons. I don't care what they say. There is no reason that you wake up in the morning and say, today, I don't feel good about myself, so I'm going to go and wreck everybody else's lives. And I'm not being funny. And please, if you are listening to Auntie, do not take this the wrong way. But if you do, I am so sorry, not sorry. If you are in a space that you feel like you want to go and unalive yourself, if you want to harm yourself, you go and get treatment. You don't take that on, or you do what you feel that you want to do. You do not have the right to go into nobody's space and take their life because you having a bad day. Like, you do not get to push that on no mother, no father, like no siblings, no, you do not get the right. I don't feel like this, because we know we finna get this whole whatever. They gonna come with the excuses and the therapy. They gonna want you to do all this stuff. No, absolutely not. It is past that time. It is time that children that want to be grown need to be held accountable for their actions. Adults that want to be grown, everybody needs to truly be held accountable for their actions. All this, oh, we're going to arrest him, we finna take him. It shouldn't be all of that. They don't need all of that. There's no, it's not guilty until proven. Baby, we know you guilty. You did it. You was arrested. You was there. You had it happen. That happened. That's done. Like, we are past the point of letting them just slide by, or we gonna sit there and waste the money on what they had to do. That morning when you woke up that morning, you did not think about them other people and how you was finna affect the rest of the world. You didn't think about the mental state that you finna put the other children in, that's gonna forever be taunted by seeing somebody shot or lose their life. You didn't think about the effects that you putting on thousands of people, not just the two people that you might have took their life. You're not thinking about all the ramifications of all of that go around. And then I guarantee he gonna go and sit in there and play the pity party about, oh, he was having a bad day, somebody took something from him. Listen, I'm just so over the entitlement of the world of 2025. I'm over it. I'm completely over it. No matter where, it's ridiculous. The fact that there's so many people that's literally walking around this earth that feel like so many people are entitled to do so much for them. And when they're having a bad day, I'm going to throw a tantrum. I'm going to get my way regardless of how this affects anybody else. I'm not going to think about nobody else. I'm going to think about myself. And then at the end of the day, what's going to happen? We're going to all just sit around here, and the children, the people whose lives was touched by this, we're going to remember them. We definitely are. But who going to get the fanfare out of this? Who finna get a fan club out of going and unaliving these children at this school? Who finna be paraded all over the news that wanted this? But the parents don't want to be. This ain't how they spring and summer was supposed to go. This ain't what we send our kids off to school for. We don't even send our kids to war no more. And what? But what? This is insane. So now what we gonna say? It's not a gang. It's not a gang shooting. That's not what it was. It wasn't in the neighborhoods. It wasn't over here. It wasn't, you know what I'm saying? We not there. What's the excuse that we got now? That we keep having the same issue with the same stuff is the children that were allowed to get the guns. What they gonna come up with now? Because I guarantee you the last couple of shootings had absolutely nothing to do with gang violence. It wasn't nothing to do with none of this stuff. It was some child that had access to a weapon that just felt like, today I'm just going to go in here because whatever. And I know, and I guarantee you, and I'm not going to say guarantee, I just really want to see when it comes down out and everything plays out, how all of this stuff going on, because like I haven't heard too much of anything about this shooting. And yes, it happened today. I seen it screwed across the news. They did the update about it. It was the shooting that went across the way. Is the same attention that I just had for this little boy that was bullied and ended up, you know what I'm saying, retaliating and doing something. Y'all just threw that across the board all everywhere. We didn't get to turn our head immediately the moment that happened. Right now, y'all telling me that some children got killed and I barely see it on social media? Y'all telling me I got another shooting and I'm barely seeing anything on social media? How much you see on social media, Smooth? Yours froze too? I don't know. I think we're having some difficulty. Is it mine or is it everybody else's? Is it DC? Are we having some technical difficulties, or is it me? Because it might have been me.
It is just them. It is not you.
Okay. So it was y'all. Y'all, come on. All righty. Well, we're having a little bit of technical difficulty. But yeah, I don't mean to be animated and upset today, but I am. I've had a long week. I am, and I'm just over a whole lot of stuff, and it just be a bit much. But this right here just really touched me, because it's like I'm seeing stuff about it, but I didn't see it flooding pages. I didn't see all of this stuff. It's just literally like, oh, it happened at 12. Okay. Like you seeing little stuff come across. I haven't seen that shooting across the page. Where's the information that let me know that this is what's going on? I actually was one of the first people to start posting when it hit the news that there was an active shooter at FSU. We got to really start making this make sense. We, like, our children, it shouldn't matter a skin color. It should not matter the news that is being placed out here. We need to know that our children are leaving here at alarming rates. This is not the time for people to start pulling out the negative and the racist comments. The fact of the matter is that a child has lost their life, that a young adult has lost their life. Somebody had went to school this morning that was prepared to be more productive in society, and they have lost their life for whatever reasons. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the stuff that is truly going on in society. What is this? That's alert. Oh. I was trying to see if it was more information. Let's see. Wait a minute. I'm getting an update. So, like, we're like listening. How you doing, Mr. Jonathan? We are actually discussing the active shooter today. How you doing, Greg? We're discussing this. It is like looking at more information. It says the FSU shooter is the son of and this comes from Twitter, the X account, an account on X. The FSU shooter is the son of a Leon County Sheriff's deputy. Shooter had access to his mother's weapon. Shooter was long-standing member of the Leon County Sheriff's Office Youth Advisory Council and was in training programs. Not a surprise to law enforcement, he had access to weapons. So this is what I'm saying. These children are literally going into trainings. All right, let's see who this is. I'm gonna have to go back and read that one, DC. I need to what? Okay, so this is from Maria Neeson. I was infected with HPV and HIV in 2017, and I have been on the quest for cure since then. October last year, when I almost gave up, I came across a post on the internet where I copied the email of a man named Dr. James, who provides herbal solutions to diseases. I contacted him and got to an agreement with him, and he sent me herbal remedy through the United Parcel Service alongside instructions. Okay, baby. I don't know. Y'all trying to get me to buy something? They're trying to send me some product? What do they want me to do? I mean, I'm sorry for the situation. I don't know. I mean, I need some more detailed context with that one. Is they trying to help find Dr. James, or are they trying to tell me I need something for? Because I don't got none of them. But I mean, Maria, you might need to inbox me, baby. Inbox, make. Yeah, I need you to go over to admin at AUNT, like admin at makeitmakesense.com. Make it make sense with auntie.com. Definitely, man. We could discuss this. I'm not sure. Like, I need context on that. That's just like a little bow. Like, wow. But yeah, so we're gonna we'll go back to the shooting because I am a little upset today. I've been emotional. If y'all just tuning in, I've had a rough week. I had some health scares this week. But we're gonna get back to some of the other topics that's going on. That active shooter is definitely something that we need to be discussing because our children are being affected. Our people's lives are being affected. It says, what is it? Okay, so there was a update 20 minutes ago. It says that let's see, 2 killed and 5 injured. The mass shooting at Florida State. Police shot the suspected gunman, who is now hospitalized. Authorities identified him as a 20-year-old FSU student and the son of local sheriff's deputies, saying he had used the handgun that used to be his mother's service weapon. So why is that able to even be? But we'll get on that later. So I know Mama need to be in custody because she aided and abetted in this crime. Like, why does he have access to your weapon, your service weapon at that? Officers found the handgun on the suspect and they took him into custody, as well as a shotgun in the school student union and another gun in the suspect's car. Law enforcement officials say the campus is now secure. The suspect did not comply with commands from law enforcement at the Florida State University before he was shot. Revelle said he does not believe the suspect fired at the officers. Authorities identified the suspect, the young man, as the sheriff's deputy's son. So yeah, this is literally like this is what we gonna do. Like, so now like I said, y'all, they be down and they be ready. They be ready for the gang violence. They be ready to tell us about the shootings, that what we got going on. They are so ready to always bash, and like it's always that. So yes, Auntie is pissed. I want to know, like, why am I not seeing this advertised all across that we just had this shooting, that this young man went and took this gun because it was law enforcement. He had a weapon that was from law enforcement and he went out and took somebody's life. He is in a training programs. He was being trained by police. He was being trained. So what do? If we get on them, if they are arrested for gang activity, if they are arrested when they are training them to go out and commit these crimes, then who is going to be held at fault for this one? Like, what is they got to make this one make sense to me? Maybe like, you real deal, like y'all, and so y'all knew him. Y'all knew him because he was training in the programs. Y'all knew that this was the deputy's son. So I mean,
they train him and now they don't have answers for it. So y'all really trained him and prepared him. So I don't know. I'm kind of like you. I want to know, like, what's the background and the excuses y'all gonna give as to the reason why he did what he did. Because it didn't state that he was, a college student. It didn't say he was on campus to get an education. I don't know. He might have been, but from what I've heard, I haven't seen that he's an actual student on that campus.
yeah, he is. They say he's a student.
Oh, he is a student?
Yeah, he a 20-year-old FSU student and the son of the local sheriff's deputy. So he was a
I know.
student.
Yeah, I heard about him being the son of the deputy, but I didn't know he was a student. That's why I was like, well, why would he even be on campus, with 3 guns? And like you said, even a service gun. Like, what are y'all going to give as to the reasons that could be accountable for his actions?
And then they talking about he done invoked his rights not to speak. Talking about he not talking. Baby, you wouldn't have the ability to talk. What you mean? Listen. Somebody better say
did they
something.
shoot him?
Yes.
So they shot him and wounded him, but
They
anybody else
wounded
they would
him.
have shot and killed first quarter.
Yeah. They wounded him. And then he decided that he was going to go in there and invoke some rights because now he don't want to talk about it. Now you want to be hush, hush, quiet, quiet. But no, boo, You was ready to go in and take people out. You was thugging it out. That's what my problem is. Y'all be gangsters. Y'all be gangstified. Then when you get there and it's time to stand in the paint and have to be accountable for your actions, now you don't want to talk. Now you want to be quiet. Now you want people to accept, oh, I did this, but now I can't accept the punishment. I'm going to sit here and go get a lawyer. I'm not going to stand behind the fact that I did it. I'm not going to come in here and do it. I'm going to get quiet and I'm going to go get a lawyer and I'm going to sit in here and play in their faces and I'm going to pretend as if I care and I'm going to get a sentence. But why are we doing that? Why we not just making it make sense for real? Why we not dishing out the punishments that like we used to do back in the day for real, before we started worrying about the drugs that was going on and them actually touching on the money? Let's go ahead and go back to an eye for an eye. Let's go on back there. They want to holler about they Christians and they want to talk about this. Let's go ahead and see how Christians y'all really is. Let's go on out there. Let's do that. Let's do that. That's when you go out there and touch on these people's children, they send somebody in there to touch on you. When you go in here and take somebody's life, let's go ahead and do that back to you. Let's go ahead and show y'all how that actually feels. Stop playing with these people. Stop playing with people. You have to really sometimes you have to really make a person see that you are not playing with them. This little boy being wounded, and I'm so sorry for the fact that he was wounded. Sorry, not sorry. I'm not going to pretend like I am. I don't wish nothing bad on nobody, but I'm just saying you get what you deserve. You get what you dish out. If you're not able to accept it, and we know he can't accept it, because if he could, they wouldn't have had to arrest him. They wouldn't have had to go through all that. He would have did what he did, and he would have walked out there and said, this is me, I did that. They wouldn't have had to go through all of that. If he was about that life, he would have went and did everything that he felt like that. He would have unleashed that on himself. But because he can't deal with pain, he'd rather unleash that on somebody else. And then pretend hide his hand, oh, now I don't want to talk about it. Now I ain't got nothing to say. No, step up in the paint. That's what accountability is. People don't even know what that word means half the time. So I mean, it's crazy. Auntie is having a moment. I'm having one this month. April is like, it's like spring cleaning. I don't know. My mind is like, but I'm just feeling some type of way. You know, them near-death experiences will do that to you. Like, baby, listen. Hey, sir, you just flipped. What the hell? See, weird shit. This that weird shit. See, just weird shit. Like I'm over it though. I'm having a good bad day. You know what I mean? Like I feel how I feel. I'm gonna say what I say. I don't, sorry, not sorry. It's a make it make sense with Auntie kind of day. For real. But so we gonna get back to him because he getting too much time on Auntie's show. But I just want to know. I pray to God that you get exactly what you signed up for, Abuka Butt. Like, I really do. I don't want anybody to come in and make it soft for you. I want y'all to start understanding when y'all go in and wreak havoc on people's homes. I want y'all to really understand the concept of what it truly means for karma to come back at you, because she comes back. She does. And you don't get to tell them how to come back. You don't get to tell a person how to respond once they do start unleashing that havoc on you. You don't get to do that. You don't get to go in there and hide behind the officers and get this protective duty. Like you don't get to do all that stuff. I need y'all to stand in the paint, take accountability for your actions. Stop sitting around here pretending like people don't see the shit that's going on in real life. Like, just stop doing it. So we're going to go on to the next BS because there's been a whole lot of BS on Facebook. But no, I know. So I'm going to make it funny right now. I didn't send these over to DC, and I should have, but it's been one of them types of day. Cricket was trying to hold me hostage with my phone service. So let's talk about Cricket. Yes, girl. So Cricket tried to hold me hostage. I don't know who out there got Cricket phone services, but so I had Cricket services and I also had T-Mobile services. So my whole intention was that once one of the services was like, I finished, I was going to merge my business and all them over to T-Mobile. Well, my phone ended up getting broken at work. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to just switch everything over to the T-Mobile. They was holding me hostage. They would not give me my account numbers. They wouldn't give me the PIN number. They would not let me out this service up until literally.
They're going to try to talk you out of it every way
You
they
want to
know
talk?
how.
They wouldn't give me the number. They wouldn't give me. No, they would not give me up until 5 minutes before this show started. I have been on the phone with them trying to get them. I have been 3 weeks without the Make It Make Sense with Auntie phone.
Damn.
I've been trying for 3 weeks. I have actually been inside Cricket and they didn't want to give me the phone. They wanted to charge me to purchase another phone instead of giving me the information so that I could switch my information to the phone that I had purchased. Like they wouldn't give it to me. They refused. Like, so it took up until today, but thank God everything is merging over. So if you've been trying to reach out to Auntie at Make It Make Sense with Auntie, Cricket has been holding us hostage. Hopefully the service is better over at T-Mobile because we did make the switch. So we are going to see how that plays out with Make It Make Sense. And I did tell them that they costing me money, and of course they're not going to reimburse me. So they're going to get a complaint, and I'm not happy. Like I'm going to go on, what is it, Yelp? I'm going and I'm pissed off. Very upset.
Make sure that they at Cricket.
Right. But listen, so the funny story I got. So y'all know Facebook is hilarious. And y'all know from time to time we see dang, I should have sent this over to DC. But so there's a young man on Facebook called White Chocolate. Now, Mr. White Chocolate, now I got to give it to you. He is a handsome piece of white chocolate. He is tatted and he sounds like he is a brother. So he made posts because women ask him all the time, is he into chocolate? Right? So he decided to respond and make a video about the white chocolate. Well, the comments from my light-skinned women, listen, they did not let me down, bruh. I promise you. You have to be a special, bruh. Listen. These women went ham on why they do not date light-skinned men. Bruh, the fact, baby, listen, the white chocolate, listen, I'm just going to read some of the comments that came in from this post. I laughed so hard, like for 45 minutes. I was like, I do not believe this man actually did it. So the comments was, hold on, did they let me get them? Because, you know, Facebook be tripping. Did they let me get my pictures? Oh, yeah. Okay, so, the latest thing, so the first thing, he made the comment that he told him, yes, he likes his meat, he like his meat season. So he like this the chocolate, he like his meat season. So the first response, now have in mind, these comments all come from my light-skinned sisters around the world. Y'all are hilarious, baby. Listen, y'all are, and when I'm talking about these is my lighter skinned, listen, baby, y'all did not let Auntie down. The first comment said, I always said I don't like pink meat. Bitch, listen. Somebody say I can only have medium rare, the rest get milk. Baby, listen. Listen. The lady told them I can't even do light-skinned black men because I need it on the dark side. Listen, baby, listen, when I tell you there are thousands of these comments, so I don't know why in DL it is ever made to like this one. I love that for you, but my chicken ain't bland. This is the response. This is the response coming back. Exactly. Then, so this is where it hit home. Exactly how I feel about my men. I can't have my meat pink. I like dark meat. Somebody say same sis same. It's something about a white man pee-pee that just don't look right at all. Like some unseasoned meat. Listen, I'm done. Don't send Auntie no more. Listen, I promise y'all, I don't listen, baby. I can't. Don't. So I'm just telling y'all. I see the videos. I watch them. Smooth think I don't be watching videos that he be sending to me too. I watch the videos. I get many videos, a lot of videos all the time. I get them all. I be trying to watch them all, but some of these videos y'all be sending me be taking me all the way out. Hold on, what that says? Somebody sent something. Who is this? Don't you dare. I think I'm about to call somebody out on Facebook. Do I have to? Okay, no. Oh, so we're gonna go to the story. So now that was my funny moment. So now I'm gonna get back serious because this is So there was a post that I made. Somebody said that this happened about 5 years ago. I don't care when it happened. I need y'all to tag this woman in my page. If y'all can see this picture of this young lady, if y'all see this photo of this chick, they say it happened 5 years ago, okay? They say this right here happened 5 years ago. So there is a video that I posted that about 5 years ago, whatever. This lady had showed up at the bus stop and allowed her child to attack a brown-skinned child. Now, in this video, this woman actually was antagonizing the child and saying about what she would do to the child, and was saying, I mean, literally telling her child to stomp, beat, do all this stuff to this baby, and telling this baby what she was doing. It has been an all call out that Auntie has told her that she need to come and see me. I don't care. 5 years, 5 days, 5 minutes, 5 seconds is too long for any of this to have taken place. If y'all know the parents, y'all can tell the parents to come talk to Auntie, because I need to know how this affected this child. I have a problem with this. I have an issue with this. This bothers me. Our Auntie really does care. I want to know, like, what happened to her. And like, I really did want to know, because then she went up to the child and she was like talking real reckless and crazy. I want to know where these people at. Like, what is going on? What is happening when we have these issues? And this ain't to start no problems, it's actually to solve some. Like, why are we having so many issues with people feeling so comfortable with talking to our children any kind of way? Why are people feeling so comfortable with coming sideways out their mouth and going out here doing stuff to our children? That either tells me that what? You're not in the picture, and that goes for mothers and fathers and both about back and forth. Because we can sit here and shoot out all day long. We can say about the daddy not in their life. Okay, but still, where you at? Or the mama not in their life. Okay, but still, where you at? Because apparently, if these people have this much time to attack our children and feel comfortable with doing it, this going all around the board. These people are getting too comfortable with attacking and doing stuff to our children, and not enough is being done. It's too many videos circulating about. Listen, I promise y'all, we will be doing the Make It Make Sense with Auntie show live from Hillsborough County Jail the moment that they ever post a video of anything with my grandchildren or some mess on there that one of them felt entitled enough to step to them and talk to them any kind of way with disrespect. We're not doing this. I'm not doing it. And I see it's getting more and more comfortable in these last few years. Y'all better choose them battles wisely, because just like y'all are feeling like y'all amping this up in there, y'all creating y'all children with this hatred in their mind, and they going out here and they bullying and they attacking and they doing stuff, which is going to lead me to the Carmelo Anthony situation. But we gonna go there. Y'all need to, it's time to teach our children that there is accountability that's attached to this at the end of the day. When we going out here making the grown-up decisions, you don't get to do that no more. And if we're not paying attention, y'all have seen that them tables are starting to turn, that we ain't the only ones that's getting locked up. Crimes ain't just happening with us no more. It's not just what is, and a lot of stuff, and I can say a lot of stuff is starting to be more exposed. So, you know, that plate is starting to level out some. You know, the right people are starting to be arrested for the right crimes. It's starting to go ahead and stretch out. But it's also time for us, my people, you know what I'm saying? I care about all of them, but when it comes to the ones that's supposed to be my brown people, you know what I'm saying, our children. But when it comes to all kids, I'm speaking for all of them. We got to start being more accountable with our actions, so that the children that are looking up to us don't accept anything. They know how to be accountable for what they do. That is the whole problem. You got a whole bunch of wannabe adults that feel because they done crossed the age of 20, 21, I don't care how old they is, that they feel like just because they hit that number, that makes them a mature adult, and it's not that. It's not. I work every day. I'm around people every single day that think because they've required a certain age, that they have reached a certain level of maturity, that they have reached a certain level of you got to listen or understand. It does not work like that. I speak on that at my job every single day. I have grown people that act like children and children that act like grown people. So with that being said, it's time for everybody to start learning what accountability is. We used to teach that in school. You used to teach them the golden rule. You used to teach them the wrong and the right, but now they so focused on if they could go in bathrooms. They so worried about what they can pull out the school that our children don't know nothing. They could be taught anything, and all they being taught is how to play video games, how to be angry at the world, how to sit around here and fight, and how to never actually have to take accountability for anything. Because once it's time to take accountability, I could hide my hand, or I could pretend like I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna just sit there and say I don't want to talk. So it's no accountability. There's no accountability put in place. And then we wonder why the world is going straight to hell. We wonder why there's no children don't listen to adults. It ain't got nothing to do with the access to the weapons. We ain't got nobody telling them what they should and shouldn't be doing. We got a bunch of adults as always, they don't know how to deal with issues. They don't know how to make emotional decisions. They don't know how to do all that. So we expect children to come in and do stuff that adults can't do. So when it comes to, I don't know how to deal with my anger. So what am I going to do? I don't want to deal with my frustration. I'm going to just go and shoot up a school. I'm going to just go over here and do this. I'm going to go and unalive this person. I'm going to go and take my anger out on somebody else because I've never learned how to actually communicate. I've never learned how to do that. But it's everybody else's problem in the world to accept this. It's everybody else's problem in the world to deal with it. And then the American people have made it where it's just a cop-out. Oh, you're guilty until proven innocent. Let's go get you a lawyer to pretend like you don't know what you did. Let's act like you need somebody to come in here and come up with a bunch of excuses that you didn't know what you did, why you did it then. What was the point? What's the point? I hear people ask me all the time about that snitching. Don't snitch. Nigga, please. Excuse my language. What? Don't snitch. You ain't been loyal to nobody in your whole life. Now you gonna come tell somebody don't tell on you? So what you did it for? What was the point? If it wasn't no reason to it, like what you doing something that you can't stand there and say I did that? What's the point of doing it? If there's no accountability for it, like I used to think that people did stuff because they wanted the title of it. It was, I did this because I want to be acknowledged for doing this. This was something that I did because I wanted the notoriety of knowing that I had my hand in doing this. I never knew of too many thugs and gangsters, and I love the gangsters and thugs of the past. I've never heard of too many of them that did stuff and hid their face. Anybody that did their signs and crimes, they did it and you knew it was them. They said that it was done by them. They came and left a calling card to let you know. Mine said, Auntie, baby, I'm going to do it while you're watching me, so you ain't nobody got to tell you the story. If you know me, you know it's true. Who I am is who I am all day, every day. I'm not going to pretend like I'm somebody that I'm not to accommodate nobody's feelings. I'm not doing that. If you want that from me, then you truly don't know me. You don't know me. But this here is insane. And I think that's what my topic is. Like, why is it so easy for people to do things, but it's so hard to take accountability for the things that they do? It's because it's easy to say, oh, I do this. But when it comes down to it and you don't do it, or you won't do it, or you can't do it, why is it so hard to accept the accountability of I didn't do it? I couldn't do that. Why is it that I couldn't focus in life? So I went in and I did something stupid. I went to this school and I did something stupid. Why are we allowing them to say, I'm not going to say nothing? Why are we allowing people to be a coward? That's not the Constitution. That shouldn't be what that's in place for. He should be made to talk. How many people are behind bars that was forced to talk when they ain't have nothing to say? How many people that now he don't want to talk? He ain't got nothing to say. You was very active this morning at 12. That go to the and before we get in, because I see it's 40, what is it? I got like a little less 15 minutes. That also go to, it was a story that came across my page. It was a young lady, before I get lost. Hold on. There was another arrest that was just made the beginning of this month for another young lady that was unalive. Right now, they're saying by the father. This little girl has been missing since I want to say 23, the end of 23, in the 24. Apparently the little girl, she was leaving to go to school or something, was last seen with the daddy and then disappeared. They went looking for her. Nobody found her. Nobody said nothing. After a while, they started, it's not adding up. Stuff is not adding on. They've been looking. They go back around, get back around, go back to the same place. They done went down and put like the brush fires to like the control fire to like the area, because it was like a big brushed area. Once they go in and do the control burn in there, they go back in and do the search and they find baby girl remains. But the daddy story won't add it up. Like, why is this so? What we doing? That shows you the emotional and the maturity level, because we're attacking children. There are grown people that are attacking and doing things to children. And then because you are not able, you are not adequate, you have not the least amount of ability to accept that. It's hello guys, I'm following you guys from Liberia. And what's up, Liberia is in the building. Mr. Francis, hi, welcome. Let's say Monrovia. That just sounds so Monrovia. That sounds just like, ooh. That made me want to go out there and dance like Monrovia. I like that. Liberia is in the building. We appreciate Liberia being in the building. Welcome. But I listen, I don't know if this is your first time listening to Auntie, but it get like this sometimes. You never know where you might catch Auntie at, but we are definitely going to make it make sense. Definitely going to make it make sense, especially when there's so much stuff going across. But to this father, listen, I need you to, like, baby, you on the chopping block. Like, you definitely is on the chopping block. I want you, and I need you to know, yeah, this is it right here. The young lady's name is Lori Page. The father is arrested in connection. It's been 2 years. It says, so Lori Page was, okay. This is also in Tallahassee. So Lori Page, who was missing since June 2023, was found dead last week, and her father has been arrested in connection to her death, according to Tallahassee police. The TPD made the announcement Friday just after 4 p.m. during a press conference. Police said that the Griffin Middle School students' remains were found at the Merrily Plantation in Thomas County on April 5th. Page's 36-year-old father, Andrew Wiley, faces a second-degree murder charge in connection to her death. Police Chief Lawrence Revel announced during the press conference. Revel did not say when or where Page's father was arrested. And before the discovery of Page's remains, the middle schooler was last seen in the Continental Court neighborhood in Tallahassee. Her father reported her missing on June 3rd that year, claiming she left home with her backpack sometime overnight while he was at work. Again, with the at-night work stuff, that was the same thing that went on with baby girl last month. Claimed they hadn't talked to somebody on the phone that night while they was at work. She left home with a backpack sometime overnight. Detectives then pursued leads and conducted interviews across several states for nearly a year. Eventually, they began to uncover inconsistencies, and it has led to now. They also say that last year they seized a phone from the father, and the forensic analysis uncovers questionable internet searches about remote areas with bodies of water in Alabama and Georgia, among other things. And the information eventually emerged about Wiley's relationship with Page. So we're going to definitely find out more about it if it was anything inappropriate that was going on. But it says it did cause police to shift their focus more heavily towards him. So apparently in the phone, it was some stuff that was discovered about a relationship between the father and his child. And I'm really hoping like this is not that, but it says around that same time they didn't find her, but on April 5th of this year. So this has been going on since 23. On April 5th of this year, they returned to the plantation for another search after a prescribed burn cleared heavy brush in that area, and that's when her remains was located. So prayers are going out to the family. You know what I'm saying? It's been 2 years. They've been looking for this baby girl. And to know that, you know, she, like I said at the last one with Miss Kimani, to know that the people that you trust, if they have anything to do with it, to know that the last person you seen was somebody that you trusted with your life, that they were supposed to be the person that provided and protected for you. So that for you to look up and see that's the person that, you know what I'm saying, decided to take you out of here is disheartening. It's insane that it's so many of our babies that's losing their lives to men and women that, you know, that are supposed to love them and care for them. So our prayers are going out to Miss Lori Page's family. This baby, it was a middle schooler. Again, my grandchild is 13 years old. You know what I'm saying? So to know that we are burying our babies because adults can't keep their hands to themselves. That in itself is a show topic that I just literally have to devote a whole entire year to. Like, why is it so many adults that are inadequate emotionally to have conversations with adults? They get frustrated when with kids, which lets you know that you don't need to be trying to focus on a relationship and none of that. You need to be focusing on yourself. Because if you can't date a grown-up and you got to kill it or and take a child's life because what you doing to them, you know that you wrong. Y'all know y'all dead wrong. And then you have the audacity to do things and get mad when people hold you accountable for what you actually did. No, you did it. No, you did exactly what you did. And then to have the audacity to sit there and get mad for people calling out on you. What you done did. Most likely these children, I told you, they don't want to be touched. They don't want to be bothered. They don't want to be none of that. Yes, Auntie's if you missed the beginning of the show, I did deal with some carbon monoxide poisoning. So my throat is like still on fire. It's real dry. So, but yeah, this is insane. Y'all definitely call Auntie on one of them rant days. It is definitely one of them days because there's too much stuff happening to too many of our kids. They're not making it to adulthood. They're not even getting the opportunity to make it to adulthood because there's so many people out here that don't know how to be, just don't know how to be. Can't take acceptance, can't take accountability, don't know how to, you know what I'm saying? You make decisions, but you don't want to be accountable for them. You get in your feelings and then you want to take that out on somebody else. I mean, it's crazy. If you don't want to be bothered, if something bothering you, go to your space by yourself. Go sit over there. I mean, it's sad to say to put a person that's depressed or to put a person like that. But baby, you need to be in a room by yourself where you can't hurt nobody else. Yes, ma'am. Like, it's insane. It's wild. Like, it's definitely wild. It's wild. But before we get out of here, before y'all leave out of here, what y'all got going on before we leave?
Oh, sorry. I was just finishing your comment. I'm sorry, babe. No, I just, regular routine. I have my beads and accessories, but that's about it. For the most part, just, maintaining everything and trying to make sense in this crazy world we living in.
Like I said, it's said before. I got excuse them little parts and everything. Yeah, like I said before, y'all check out those Mother Day designs that's coming out. Y'all check out Smooth Transition Designs and Media Group on Facebook. That's a group that I created. In that group, we're going to be, giving y'all first exclusives to the new designs that come out each month, each week, as well as I got a master class coming out fall of 2025. Y'all look around for that. That's for all y'all music heads in the building. That help, if you know somebody that needs to know how to get their publishing or, even, trying to get to the next level out. We're here to help, along with, my compadres that I got, and we're going to help those people out and, getting them to the next level. As well as y'all check out all the designs that will be on that group. I will be giving out giveaways. So y'all look around for those giveaways. Those who are members, go ahead and join. Those who are not members, y'all need to get in there because I will be giving out some freebies And when I say freebies, it's going to come with some perks. So, the more you stay in that group, the longer you interact with that group, engage with that group, and contribute to that group, you'll be able to get those perks. And those perks will be a chance to be in my side hustle. When I say side hustle, it's a group that's going to help you with your side hustle. So whatever niche you're in and everything, we're going to help you take that to the next level with digital marketing as well as digital products.
So before we leave out of here, y'all already know we are down to the crunch time. We're going to go ahead and talk about it before I leave up out of here. Auntie's Boom Boom Room is in full effect. We are down to about a month out. If you are in the Tampa, Riverview, if you are out in the area, make sure y'all reach out. Y'all get y'all tickets. This is a free event. There will be live entertainment from Tampa's very own Crazy will be performing. I have some other local artists that will be performing that night. We have, of course, DJ Red in the building. So this is a grown and sexy event. I'm telling y'all want to be in the place. If you've ever seen the movie Life, if you watch Harlem Nights, if you've seen, we going back to the 20s era, the Deco era. What's the other movie? What's my movie with Leonardo DiCaprio? But y'all know. So we going back to the 20s area. If you missed the very first one, you don't want to miss part 2. Is Make It Make Sense with Auntie, and I plan on making it make sense. We are going to the Boom Boom Room. I appreciate each and every person that comes out. Y'all reach out to Smooth Transitions Design LLC. Contact him today for your free consultation. You definitely want to be a part of this. We are making moves, and it's really, really happening. If you have an organization, if you have an event coming up and you are looking for t-shirts, if you're looking for advertisement, if you need flyers, invitations, business cards, reach out. We will get those to you. Turnaround time is going good. Like we got it right now. So y'all make sure that y'all reach out. Y'all also make sure y'all stay tuned. Stay tuned because tonight's lineup is crazy, like as always. You guys speak that shit. Tune in at 7 to 9. Well, that's with Zoe. Of course. Oh yeah, and don't forget y'all get y'all HS Soap Company. Y'all reach out. I still have not placed my order. I ain't even gonna cap. I have not ordered mine, but I am in process of placing this order tomorrow. So I definitely need my soaps. It's been a little minute. I ran out. But yes, I am definitely. Y'all need to get y'all. Summer is coming up. Our bodies are changing, especially if you're dealing with any of the issues, whether it's eczema, psoriasis, of course, HS. Y'all reach out to HS Soap Company. But y'all make sure y'all stay tuned for You Guys Are the Worst. Excuse me. I did say speak that shit with Zobo and Miss Annie. Oh, y'all make sure y'all stay tuned for Miss You Guys Are the Worst with DC, and of course at 11 o'clock, y'all catch your girl Auntie again at BFAM News with the E News and the Fashion News. Y'all do not want to miss this tonight. Y'all do not want to miss this fashion trend, the fashion craze that's to die for, the body to die for. Y'all make sure y'all tune in tonight. I appreciate each and every one of y'all that tune in every Thursday to make it make sense with Auntie. Shout out to Mr. Jonathan Coleman. Listen, I'm telling you, y'all need to be on Make It Make Sense with Auntie. He has Auntie circulating like she is circulating. She is circulating. The articles are going crazy. I am being tagged. I am being posted. I really appreciate all the magazines that have reached out. I appreciate all the people that are networking with me. Shout out to Liberia. Thank y'all for tuning in to Auntie. Listen, I told y'all I want to be almost like Oprah, but I'm gonna be better, be greater. I want to do it for walking in God's purpose, and I mean that. This is how we walk, as y'all see it, walking in my purpose, and I mean that. I real deal mean that. I'm walking in my purpose, and I truly love it here. I definitely love it here. I love that I am the person that I am. Again, y'all, thank you so much for tuning in. I will catch y'all next week, next Thursday. Make It Make Sense with Auntie and CEO Smooth. And of course, Miss K and everybody that tunes in every Thursday.